Malton is not just about racehorse trainers, it's also about lots of other people who help this industry, people like Wendy Hoggard of White Rose Saddlery. Wendy, 30 years ago, next year, you started out as a saddler. How has the job changed in the intervening years?
The job has changed that when I first started, it was more general riding equipment that I was dealing with. And then when I joined White Rose Saddlery, that business stayed more towards the racing, naturally being in Malton. So.
And your business now here at White Rose, and anybody in racing knows about White Rose Saddlery. You're one of the leading racing specialists. How much of the business is around the racing?
I would say 90–95% of our trade is racing. So.
And a lot of the leather work you make yourself here in the workshop. You're of course a qualified master saddler.
Yeah.
Les is your trainee under you, and then Joe runs the office and the website. But how much of the leather goods do you make?
We make, I would say, probably about 50% of the products in the shop, when we source products from all over the world as well as the UK.
And the saddlery side is a little bit different, I believe.
The saddlery side is different. Saddles, especially in racing, are a little bit fashionable. So
Yeah.
the jockeys are wanting saddles from sometimes Australia and America and Europe. So we have trends change with that as well. So we follow the trends, and they'll go and ride in America, and then one of the top jockeys has an American saddle, and then everybody else wants one. So.
And is basically the racing saddles now, and there's a really tiny one you've got here, are they nearly always synthetic now?
Yeah, that's why there's not a lot made in this country either. It's just purely down to weight all the time. They don't last as long, I don't think, but it's just always down to weight.
What is the smallest one you have?
I think it's about, I don't know, 12 inches long, and it weighs, I think, 160 grams, but we call it made up weight. It would be less than a pound, so a jockey could weigh out with that with a pound in his hand, so it's very light.
Yeah, quite remarkable,
Yeah.
really. And is that something you'd like to remedy, in as much as would you like to sort of go the extra step now and try and make your own saddles for racing?
Yeah, that's something that I've been planning for a little while, and looking into sourcing the right materials to do it. It's all a little bit compromise. It's keeping everything so light, ultra light is what they all want now, but having the safety aspect as well. So it's just sourcing the right product at the moment, and the right materials. So.
Jockey silks and paddock sheets and that type of thing, is that something you also do here?
Yeah, we've done that for many years now, and we have a good little system with that, and we can get colours made for owners, sort of 24-hour turnaround now, so that's a good service.
And I would imagine now, with so many horses in racing wearing hoods, that has come as a little bonus to you here in a saddler's shop.
And things come and go in fashion, and this year's must have a hoods with ears, and so they've been going out like candy. So.
The thing is with silks and with sheets, as we've mentioned there, a lot of them covered by some sponsorship names. It's an area that White Rose have prided themselves on down the years. I think Rose Saddlery was your first ever beneficiary of a sponsorship, and you've carried that on right through the years.
We have. Russ was fantastic. He stayed with us over 10 years, and he was the face of White Rose Saddlery for those years, and we were very pleased to have him as our representative on the racecourse, and that's how we see it. And so we carried, when Russ decided to retire, we took on James Reevely, who was an up-and-coming young jockey then, and his Yorkshire ties with his grandmother Mary. And it was important then, and we had somebody Yorkshire to fly the flag for us. So James has taken that role, and also we've got a point-to-point jockey that we sponsor, Guy Brewer, and now this year young lad called David Bergin, who again is another up-and-coming boy that we've been watching, and he's associated with David O'Meara. So.
And you've tended to sort of pick a flat jockey or an apprentice, tending to be apprentice, year on year, which has helped an up-and-coming apprentice, as indeed it is helping David now.
Yeah, I'd like to think so. You know, those boys, it's a little bit of a step up for them, a little bit of a leg up, and I think they, you know, they like to go out and have a sponsor. So and it's great for us. And if he's he's getting plenty of rides and he's seen on various race courses, that's good for the company.
You must really enjoy the job, and the business is thriving. You have your mobile shop going out to points and one or two of the northern race courses. And the website, I would imagine, is a big thing now.
The website is massive now. It's grown out of all recognition. It's amazed me, and we're carrying that forward, and we're always upgrading. So yeah, it's. I think in any business now, if you don't have a website, you know you can't really go forward.
So does that mean customers around the world?
Oh, it does, but it brings with its problems as well. So logistics, postage.
What is the greatest satisfaction for you, Wendy, in the job? What do you enjoy most?
I feel extremely lucky to be doing a job, being within an industry, racing, something that horses I've loved all my life, and had the chance to be involved in that. It's just well, I just get up on a morning and it's great.
You want to come to work?
Yeah, I want to come to work. So, you know, I'm very lucky to be able to say that.